Heyo, so even though it is the 4th of July, I decided to make 4th of July inspired Pokemon, and I ended up making 4 different designs. These first 2 that you're watching now are inspired by the red, white, and blue stripes and stars in the United States flag, and as you can see, they are based on big cats or tigers. So I like to give all of the fake Pokemon I make little names, types, Pokédex bios. So this first guy on the left here, the little big cat, if you will, is called Sandguar, and the Pokédex entry for him is that Sandguars are most commonly found on small sand islands or sandbars, which they're named after, but they can also be found in beaches and in shallow waters, and when they're first formed, the beaches on their backs and the water in their tails are empty, but they collect various fish and shells over time, and particularly seem to enjoy collecting starfish. Sandguar's name is a mix of Sandbar, which is an island that's made of sand, as well as Jaguar. The next big cat on the right here is named Spangled. He is a water ground type, and his name is a mix of Spangled and Bangle. His Pokédex entry is that Spangleds are often more found on larger beaches and islands, and they regularly live together with other Spangleds and Sandguars. The amount that a Spangled is respected by the others is often decided by the amount of starfish that it has collected on its body. These creatures sometimes trade or gift starfish to their comrades, to the point that they could be considered a currency. They often form and live in large sand sculptures that are reminiscent of sand castles. I had so much fun designing these first 2. The best part for me personally was I added sunglasses as a joke to Spangled because my friend pointed out that it looked like Spangled might be wearing sunglasses, and I really did enjoy him wearing sunglasses. I'm glad I didn't add them in the end, but it was pretty funny to see him wearing sunglasses. I am actually selling all of the creatures in this video. If you are interested in buying these creatures just to have or to use in a video game, would be even cooler. I'd love to see them get used in something like that. I am auctioning these guys off. They are starting at $2 for each of the sets, so really cheap. But if the auction does reach certain amounts, I'll be adding additional stuff. I'll include the link to those auctions in the description of this video so that you can check those out if you're interested. If the auction for either one does reach to $50, I'll be including recolors or shiny versions of those creatures. Well, if the auction reaches $100, I don't expect it to, but if it does, I'll make a new evolution or mega evolution for the creature line that reaches $100. That's pretty much all I have to say about these ones. Enjoy the nice music, and I'll see you back for the next 2. I had a lot of fun with the cats. I think I might have had even more fun with these 2. These guys just had silly designs, and I really enjoyed making them. This first guy here on the left, the little guy, his name is Sparkler, which is a mix of the word sparkler and lure, like a fishing lure. He's a flying type, and they have almost no control over the sparkling flame that's on their bodies. This flame moves down closer to their bodies over time as a sparkler, the object, would, and Sparkler, the creature, tends to fear it rather than utilize it in its battles. Thankfully, Sparkler have no reason to fear the approaching flame, as when the flame reaches the bottom of the Sparkler stick, the Sparkler will quickly evolve into a Firewall, which is the larger creature on the right. The creature on the right, the bigger guy, his name is Firewall. He is a fire flying type, and his name is a mix of Firework and Narwhal. Different from their younger selves, Firewall tend to fight using beautiful and powerful firework attacks that shoot out of their blowholes. Collectors love this creature, and many people pay to go to public Firewall fights to watch their amazing displays of exploding lights. In addition to the obvious meaning of their name, the name Firewall also describes the ability of the creature to defend its territory at any cost necessary, similarly to how a firewall would help to defend your computer. One of my favorite parts about these two is that when I added the nose to the little guy and made him into a blobfish, I realized that the nose just can't completely disappear in the next evolution, considering that's a big part of his design. So I was trying to figure out how to add a nose to the bigger guy, completely forgetting that narwhals existed for a moment, and I just added a regular nose to him. I thought that looked really funny. Even though it was funny, I am glad I went with the narwhal. He obviously looks a lot cooler and a lot less silly. Another funny thing about these two is that on the smaller one, I realized that the mouth kind of looks like a mustache. So I did try to add a mouth underneath that so that it looked even more like a mustache. It didn't really work out well. I did like him looking really anxious anyways, so I did leave it not being a mustache. But I do think the mustache concept was pretty funny. I had two other favorite moments when I was naming these guys. So first, I had looked up other words for blobfish, assuming I would find nothing. I didn't find any other words for blobfish. But on a site called synonyms.com, the editor's contribution for synonyms for blobfish includes, quote, creator of space and time. So apparently the blobfish did create the universe. Just found that out today. New religion just dropped, really happy about that. So thank you to the blobfish for creating space and time so that I could make another blobfish today. The second funny thing I had while naming these guys was that I did look up synonyms for narwhal, and apparently there are quite a few synonyms for narwhal. I didn't expect that. And one of them is Grampus, and I just thought Grampus was really funny. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed these designs. They are again for sale. The link is going to be in the description. It's only running for either a day or 3 days, depending what I decide. So get on that quick if you are interested in them, if there's anyone watching this. And if there is, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.